Hello and welcome to my first video in a series I'm going to make for Albion Online. Uh, this is more catered for, I guess, mid-level players, but at the same time, if you're a new player, you could probably learn some stuff, and you could probably actually start the first thing I'm going to go over, which is Black Zone fame farming. You could probably start this fairly early too. Like, I don't think you really need the spec to be decent at it. I mean, you could still get out into the level 5 zones, which is like you get a lot more fame going out in the black zone in like 15 minutes than you could with like an hour of non-lethal content. So it's really beneficial to just get out there. And if you're in like a what I'm looking for is my 4.1 set. Um if you're in like really cheap gear, you really don't have much to worry about. Like basically, as long as you live for about 15 minutes, you should get enough in silver drops to basically pay for what you're risking. And then after 15 minutes, that's like profit. So, but this isn't like meant to be a silver farming method. Um as like the silver drops do vary and stuff, so I'm not trying to say you go out there and make tons of silver, be able to pay for premium. Yeah, no, you're probably not going to be able to do that with the with Fame Farming 4.1. Um, I apologize. This is taking so long. I'm trying to talk and find what gear I want to use at the same time. So, um, but yeah, like you don't really need much spec. I don't think it will be helpful. And if you don't have spec, I would recommend yes, just sticking to the level 5 zones. I mean, right now I'm at 970. What is the average? Well, that's going to be lower because of my cape too. But I think maybe if as long as you have like maybe 850 IP, that should be fine. At least for the level 5 zones. Um Now I normally bring a gathering tool with me too, but for this tutorial or tips and tricks, I'm just gonna go out there with just this. And if you're really new and you don't know where these portals are in the royal cities, you go to like these portals, and you can get into the black zone area. This is just like the portal zone, I guess. Like there's no PvP there, you know what I mean? This is a safe area right in here. And then you go out. You want to go out a few zones though. Like if you're in one of these zones, like right out of the portal, you're more than likely not even going to last 5 minutes. Also, if you're on the East server, I've read that it's still really crazy over there. For that, you might want to just go like way deep in there and hope that there's not a ganking party. Um, West server is has been really chill since the server split. So I can usually last like a good hour or two. But usually I R back by like an hour or so, or if my cabbage is gone. Anyway, you go over here, you turn invisible, hop in this, and if for some reason you wanted to lose your invisibility and your bubble and stuff like that, If you just go and click a tier 1 tree, it should remove it, but I don't recommend getting rid of your invisibility this early. Usually this well, I mean, I might be wrong. Even these areas might even be more chill now, but I wouldn't risk it. Like why take the chance? You know what I mean? Like it is only about 30K for the build, but at the same time, why just blow 30K for no reason? Usually I get out to a zone or two, wait for the invisibility to wear off and just start farming mobs. Sometimes you'll luck out and like you won't even be out there 15 minutes and get some good loot from RNGesus. Just R back and rinse and repeat. It's really it's kind of it reminds me a lot of like being in the wilderness in RuneScape and like in that you had to if you wanted to fight like elder demons or something like that for loot drops, you had to go out into the wild and you had to go out there with what like rune sets and stuff like that too. So you risked a lot more in that game, but you could also like easily teleport to Varrock in that game if you needed to. Like if you were out, if you seen a skull, you just GTFO and uh yeah, teleport to Varrock or something. You don't have that luxury in this game though. You gotta either try to escape or with this kind of build, you could just fight to the death. I mean, if it's inevitable, you might as well. Chances are you might actually kill them and then you get their loot. But if they kill you, they're not really getting much out of it. You're not losing much either, so since I seen that guy there, I kind of want to I would normally just start farming then, but I don't really want to take any chances. I mean, the whole goal to me at least is to at least make it to that the amount of silver that I spent on, or at least get like about 30K silver before somebody kills me. But chances are I'll live longer than 15 minutes anyway, so and sometimes you just don't even make it to 15 minutes. It's just it is what it is. All right, actually I am going to start. These are good to even if you don't have a tool, there's a chance they could drop like cubs which sell for I mean they might be a little lower now. I think it's still at least like 30K though. You get a cub drop you just paid for your set right there. I tend to stay out of the mists and stuff too. They like last time I was in a greater mist, I got teamed up on by like two people, so it was still after like I was in the black zone for like an hour or so. I just decided to wander in there. And then I think like not even 2 minutes in there, I just go, oh, see when you see stuff like that, if they're dismounted, you just don't even attempt to go that way, or you're gonna die. But chances are they're probably just gonna stick to that road. I mean, if they inspected me, they'd probably be like, "Oh, I don't want to waste my time on a 4.1 fame farmer." But then again, they might, you know. And when you dismount, you really want to check for there's an exclamation point that'll show up if any players are near you. You really want to be weary of that because if you see that, just mount up and get out of there. You notice that name up there. I think I might be all right. He could be dismounting and trying to invis bomb me, but I just hop on my mount and I'm good. Let me check real quick. Let's see. Oh, no, he just kept moving. I apologize. I don't know why my sinuses are weird in the morning. Yeah, I'm in a level 7 zone, about 900 IP, and I was able to take out a glowing. So you don't need a lot of IP to start doing this. Some of them though. I noticed one time it seemed like I just got stat checked or something by even a mob. It's like an amount of time went by and it just seemed like it one shotted me. Oh great. Hopefully I don't drop here. No, I did. Did I at least get it? No. And then when you drop, just have this ready. If somebody comes up to execute you, don't give them that free PvP fame. Just take matters into your own hands. Yeah, nobody showed up. But yeah, I don't know. That's probably the only time I use slash die is if I get knocked down and somebody runs up to try to execute me for PvP fame for nothing. Right? They don't deserve that. I mean, if you're not quick enough to type that, though, I guess they do. But I don't know. I think I have I like the other Q better. I was trying out this one because I thought though that would help with a little bit of AOE damage when it's more than just one mob. I think I'm gonna switch that real quick. Maybe this one right now. And I'm using full leather. I just find it to be a decent balance for when you're doing this. But I guess the best way would be like, say if you have like a specific build, like say if you're into ZBZ and you have like a specific like build that you use, you're gonna want to get the spec in all the or like say if you're using plate boots, you're gonna want to get spec in all plate boot armor to get that uh the carryover passive IP that that'll benefit you more because you'll be tankier. You won't like especially with ZBZ. It's like really important that you have a decent amount of IP, or else you're just gonna get one shotted by like basically anything. It's not even gonna matter if you avoid the clump. It's like some like Gucci range DPS could just one shot you if your IP is too low. The group I run with is recommending 1300 IP. Uh, you could start a little bit earlier. Like I think 1200 is fine at some points, unless you're DPS. If you're DPS, yes, you should definitely have um like at least 1400 IP in your weapon, 1300 average IP, or else like you're really you're nerfing your Zerg at that point. And I think I don't really know the mechanics behind the black zone, but it's even more like if you have low IP, it's even worse in the black zone because like you nerf all your party's damage if you're not doing enough damage, and then at that rate, yeah, it's So, it's like one guy that you trying to catch is gonna get away, or, like, probably even be able to take out your clawthies before you can take them out, if you know what I mean, if people are low IP within the party. But anyway, yeah, this is kinda chill for the most part. I'm pretty sure I'm in a level 5 zone now, which, like, yeah, if you have low IP, this would be the best area to go to. Oh, come on. Ooh, what's that? I got a Brazilian cape. How much is that worth? Ooh, alright, see, and then sometimes this happens, and you just press R. Um, you kinda wanna be careful, though, like, if somebody shows up, I think around yeah, I'm good now. Like, if they dismount it, they still have 3 seconds. They wouldn't be able to stop me from teleporting back. But, yeah, and then you luck out, you get a drop like this or something like this. What I actually might not sell this. I don't know what these do. Oh, it's I mean, I don't think I'm ever gonna need that, so I'm just gonna go sell it. I don't even think I took my cabbage yet. I always forget that. It is helpful. Uh, like, yeah, I don't wanna sell it for that low, so I am gonna sell it, order it. That's kinda the way I go about that is, like, if it's super cheap, like, if it's, like, just to outright sell it for a buy order, if it's so cheap that the sell order is, like, that was, like, what, a good 30K or so extra for sell ordering it. I'm trying to get that 30K extra, not sell it right away. Like, if you're strapped for silver, I don't know. I wouldn't sell something like that if you're strapped for silver. Maybe, like, sell some mats or some of your other gear. This is basically, like, my yellow zone gear and stuff like that. If I'm super low on silver, I'll just go through this and get rid of some stuff. I'm probably gonna be doing that a lot more now because I'm mainly sticking to yellow zone, for practice for faction warfare and stuff like that. It's the fame farming points just aren't worth it anymore, I don't think. I mean, not fame, faction warfare points aren't really worth it to try and, make, uh, like, get beast hearts or chests with I mean, look at this. It's a 0-star zone, and they're already taking it. I'm assuming players do this because it's super passive. Like, nobody's gonna bomb them in a 0-star. Well, they might, but chances are they won't. And I think that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching. Um, yeah, and don't be afraid to get out in the black zone. Get out there and get that favor and bonus fame and decent loot drops. Well, sometimes. I mean, sometimes you just don't luck out. Anyway, thanks for watching. Enjoy and have fun. How do I turn this thing off? Seriously, all right. I'll cut that. Or should I leave it? Actually, I think I'm gonna leave it because it's kind of funny, right?